Happy Thursday, YouTube. Hope you guys' week is productive. You know, for me this week, it's been one of the craziest weeks in my career as a telephone agent. I mean, I've never been this busy. You know, Monday I had an agency with 50 people on the phones, and I was showing them how to sell by working live transfers, leading from the front. Wednesday, another 30, 40 people, totally different separate agency. And then today we had another 20 people show up to learn more about final expense virtual sales. And guys, you know, some field agents are sitting back and thinking, you know what? This is vacation. I'm just going to wait this out. We'll be back to normal next month. But you know what, guys? If you're thinking that way, it's not very smart. Because, in fact, today I was watching the news and the president said that this can last like until August. Other folks are saying it can last up until, you know, the end of the year. So how are you going to make a living if you don't have the savings? The stimulus check that's out in the mail pretty soon is not enough to cover your bills. What are you going to do? Some folks are getting loans, but that's not very smart because you're borrowing money to pay bills. So it's challenging. But a lot of agents are smart. What they're doing is saying, you know what? I got to learn how to do this phones thing. And they're reaching out to us. You know, for me, it's really exciting because, you know, up until about 3 weeks ago, my vision was just to put 130 people on the phones with free leads, selling nationwide. But then I got a phone call from Brian Pope and his people. And for those of you guys that don't know who Brian Pope is, I encourage you to look him up. He owns several, you know, insurance agencies that are just massive, and they're writing $400 or $500 million a year in what we call life insurance sales and in the financial services. Well, he reached out to me and told me, you know what? We've been watching you for years. We've been watching your videos. We've been watching this message. And for a long time, we've been wanting to build this platform, but we just didn't have the guy. And we went ahead and started doing our research with you. We called your agents that worked for you in the past. They had nothing but good things to say. Some people talk garbage about you, but we know they're haters. We called carriers to confirm if you had good production, good persistency, and they said yes. And basically, guys, what they gave me is literally a blank check with the one goal of rolling out the playbook that I've spent 10 years developing. Blood, sweat, and tears. And now with this support, we're going to be able to offer our training, our playbook at a massive scale to help thousands of agents that are currently right now struggling. You know, this week, you know, we started working on the platform for the training website. So at any given time, we can have hundreds of people training on this platform. Not only that, but we worked on the technology to keep track of every single transfer for billing, for compliance. So that way, when X Telecom sends that transfer to any of those agents, it is streamlined at a massive scale. And guys, you know, for me, I've never had that level of support. Even when I worked at the carrier level, no way. You know, I still had to pay my way. And that's what I've been doing all these years. I took my insurance renewals that I've earned, and I've always dumped it back into my business. That's why I shop at Walmart, because all of my money has gone back into my business. And that's how we built X Telecom. That's how we built our agency to the point where we can afford to give free leads. And like I've said, you know, prior to this coronavirus, my goal was only to put 130 people on the phones, free leads, because really that's all I could afford to do. But with Brian Pope's support, that has changed completely. So I make an invitation to you. Within the next 3 to 4 weeks, this platform will be complete. And we're going to be able to bring the masses to this playbook. Whether you're a large agency or a small agency, we're going to be able to provide top-level compensation because we're direct to the carriers with Mr. Pope. We're going to be able to help you set up your agency without having to make all the mistakes we made over the years. Because I'll tell you, if you don't think skills is important, if you're buying into the garbage of some of these gurus out there that instead of encouraging you to skill up, they're telling you just to be a lead junkie, it's going to cost you, and eventually you won't make it in this business because your cost per acquisition will just be too high. So I encourage you to reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to help you 100% free. We're not looking to get money for our training, money for anything. We just want to help you set up. And we're accomplishing that. You know, I know it's a difficult scenario, what we're dealing with, but there is an opportunity within this crisis. Some businesses are going to get destroyed, and others, like ours, we're going to blow up. Which takes me to this. For all of those agencies, agent owners that have been in telesales, congratulations, guys. Because right now we're shining. Right now we're recruiting and we're growing in this moment of crisis. And you deserve what's coming your way. Because years before, people didn't see the value in telesales. They actually talked against it. But myself and you guys, we didn't follow the crowd because we knew that eventually this would be the future. And guess what? It's here. Welcome to virtual final expense sales. It's here. The field business will never be the same again. If you're thinking it is, then keep drinking that Kool-Aid because it's never going to be the same again. When it all goes back to normal, people will be scared of this COVID-19, and it's just going to affect your business. So skill up today, learn, find a mentor that's doing it, that's documented, not a guru, an agent that focuses on making money by selling. And if you do that, you're going to have success. And for Mr. Pope, thank you, sir, once again for believing in us, for putting faith in what we're about to do. And that's a major blessing for us, and we're not going to let you down. You know, every single goal that I've ever put myself out there to do, I've accomplished it. When I was at Golden Memorial, I said I was going to be number one. I became number one and helped Golden Memorial blow up. In fact, today, half of that agency, I helped recruit the leadership team. They're still there. I went to Senior Life, starting at 0, and went from 0 to number 1. And same thing. I parted ways from those companies in a positive, not in the negative. So we got a lot of experience. We've been doing this for a long time. We've written millions of dollars in final expense, but nothing compared to what we're going to do now with Mr. Pope and his group. So you guys enjoy your Thursday. If I can help you, please reach out to me and let's make it happen. Peace.